True. Yeah.
Like, mediums are 1.3 seconds off, so if you start on mediums, you're gonna be near the back.
Hey Kai, guess what?
Unless you're us.
Chicken butt.
Me got eyes. Me got eyes. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Alright, Kai, don't disappoint Tim here.
Okay.
Millen Bros is live. Hey,
Yes,
Millen Bros
sir.
YouTube channel, what's going on, guys?
Yeah, Millen Bros YouTube channel. Kai's little brother's friends are gonna come in. It's Cameron's friend. Shut up.
Cameron's friend
Oh
from
yeah,
iPixel.
Cameron got banned from Minecraft. He got hacked and then he got banned from all of his online servers.
I forgot to invite Aiden. Whoops.
I already got one comment. It's likely one of his friends.
One of Cameron's friends from Hypixel.
Yeah.
Alright, guys, I'm on a lap. Shh.
Guys, it's you behind me.
I don't know.
It's you and the Williams.
Well,
He's the only
yeah.
Williams driver in the league.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, I see you now.
It will try to slow down. Don't make.
I
I'm
know.
trying to make a gap here to this idiot.
Yes, sir. Shanghai.
So I feel like what's it called? Deco's not going to be the quickest guy. Watch out, Cole's behind you on a pushing lap.
Okay.
Take that little bit of slipstream, Kai. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, back to the bits. You need a new front wing. Box now.
That's bad.
Man, I forgot to put ERS on. Oh my god.
Andrea just texted me and said, big pass. Andrea, it's qualifying. No passes, man.
I'm watching from my
Thanks
new
for-
iPhone 7 Plus.
Thanks for watching the stream, though, man. I appreciate the viewership. Especially for choosing me over the Millen Bros YouTube channel.
Dookie.
Andrea, shut up! Stop texting. I'm in the middle of a league race. Do you have anything better to do with your life? Go do homework.
That's mean, man. Don't be talking to my viewers like that.
Always. Ding, ding, ding.
I'll turn my ringer off. Makes you happy.
Well, it's the equivalent of shutting Andrea up, so yeah.
Not very nice to Mr. Andrea.
Well, he stinks. So. Ah! The kid Zico's in front of me! You're kidding! My sector 1 was so bad, 'cause I didn't have ERS on, I forgot.
And I ran a 130.7. I'm still at the top. So.
Well, I didn't have my ERS on for the whole first sector.
Oh, I know. I'm not saying you're slow. I'm just saying like they're slow.
Yeah. I had purple 1, 2, 2 and 3.
Alright, Kai, get out there on your second set. You gotta use all 4. Burger King foot lettuce.
I don't plan on using these towers again, so I'm just gonna burn them and get back in the pits and Which I'm not going to, because if I end up having to use them in the race, they won't be. They only be badly bent. They won't be broke. My dad said he's badly bent. BFG.
I had 2/10 over Lutzi. It's not great for him.
Yeah, I was only 0.063 off him. I didn't have the ERS on for the whole first sector, so Lutzi, pick up the pace there, bud. Yo, Duke! Yo, Dookie!
The FG's on an out lap. Oh, and he just ran wide and probably invalidated the next lap.
Man, the kid's eco's going down the straight. Cool. I'm right on his back wing.
Yeah, no cap. See what BFG's got.
Like I pushed him off the track. Does he want to get disqualified for just sitting there? Oh, I wish he did.
BFG's already down on my time. Only went through the first 2 turns. $124.01. Yeah,
Andrea, join my stream there, buddy. No,
don't join his stream. He sucks. He's not even in first. Look.
Salmon Ferrari fan, naughty breakfast.
You didn't have a naughty breakfast today. I asked him. Andrea, don't even say that, man.
What do you say?
What's the name?
Andrea, it's you stink.
Who's saying salut? Like Keegan Gillis?
It's Broussard.
Yeah, Club Broussard.
Oh.
Bro, actually, it's probably might be Paris.
Sheesh. Oh yes, sir. I'm just gonna wait till the tracker is up some more here. My best is a 130.0, and I was 3/10 up on that today. So
I have a 129.8, and I was 5/10 up on it, and I ran wide in the last turn.
so did I. I mean, I'm not the best at the track, anyways.
I was
See what
pissed. You
Key
can ask Fumi.
Kia McMillan.
M15, that's looking like a 131, maybe 5, 131.5. At the quickest, no, that's a 132 at quickest. 133.5. Oh,
Buddy expects to stay in first in the championship. Oh my. Kia McMillan goes fourth in the speed trap. Dookie set up. God, what was that? Like eating that. Oh, he retired. What did he do? He lost the whole tire.
What a guy!
I'm in fourth now. Lucy beat me. There.
Lucy was already in front of you. You were already in fourth.
No, the kid Zico was in front of him. And then
No, he
Lucy-
wasn't.
Yes, he was.
Lucy was in second.
No, the kid Zico was in second.
Do you want me to go
first.
back in my stream, take a screenshot, and send it to you? He was in
Yes.
second.
Yes.
Okay.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Trying to go out again. I'm just going to screw over Kai. And his
Andrea, why are you on the Millen Bros YouTube channel?
Andrea, are you part of Kai's high pixel friend?
Hey man, it's not Kai's Hypixel friend, it's Bammer.
Bamrin. Shut up, man. I can take my crack all your teeth out if you say that one more time. Andrea, are you part?
I can't go back in the stream because it's still live.
You can't yet. You can do it. Shoot later.
I'll do it after. Yeah. I'll send you this clip too with it. I'm gonna go just in case I have to go again. Hello. In big league race, but I'll take it. Just leave it there. I got important stuff for you. I'll put it. Okay, man. I'm gonna get this cute coming up pits here, but
What is it?
my Christmas tree.
Oh, you got a little Christmas tree too, eh?
Yeah.
So do I, man. Is Zico pushing? Oh no, you're out of the pits. I meant you're at You're on the track. Yeah, I think Zeke. And the tricky thing is like trying to get around this track quick, but keeping your tires. Good temperature.
Temperature? You have temperature problems?
No, keeping them high. Like when you're, as I'm trying to go around the track as slow as possible. Try to get no wear on them. No, I'm good though. I'm sitting at like 80.
What, like on an outlap?
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with it.
Or just sometimes when I'm barely going.
Okay, Zico.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:31.3. Engine fired. Well set.
Sitting in 4th again. Wait, that wasn't validated? It never said it was.
Shut up, please. I screwed this lap. I'm gonna try on mediums. Fuck. Cameron, are you coming into the pits?
Yeah.
Are you like on pit lane yet, or?
No, I'm just coming. I just passed for a sector line.
Okay, perfect.
Why you want draft?
No, I'm gonna need all the time I get. I don't think I have time. I definitely don't have time. We make 8 seconds basically.
Moving on pole, and it told me my lap wasn't invalidated, and I crossed it. I had green, purple, purple.
I purple, red. Screwed my lap in the last sector because fucking Zika was sitting right on the apex of the hairpin.
Are you on an out lap?
No. Fast lap.
What's your dash?
Very
read?
fast lap.
Yep. That's why you don't use
Well,
it. That's
he-
why you don't lose anti-lock brake.
I would hate to be behind Lutzi, basically, for this first turn.
Well, that's why we have the element of the free tires.
Yeah, well, I think the strategy this week, 'cause everyone's expecting it, let's hang back until the straight. Rate, like, the straight after turn 1, because they should be far enough gone by then.
To actually go with them.
Go with them through turn 1 and then pull off on that little runoff. Would Lutzi get in his pit stall, man? Oh my god. Come on, Lutzi.
Gunslinger BFG's AI. I know, sorry, just gunslingers. Just destroying them, just ruining the tires.
Doesn't count for anything once the checker's out. Lutzi, retire. Oh, there we go. Communicating with. Not good. Oh, there we go. Fuck. I should have been on pole. Second place does have the better line though, but BFG gets good starts. Right, phone, you go over there because I don't need you anymore. Burger King foot lettuce. You come off the desk. You go in my mouth, Invisalign.
It's kind of crunchy with that.
Yeah, that was nasty.
Hey man, don't just need Invisalign. Tastes like twisted tea. It's good tasting.
It's pretty dark out, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that one.
Look at sunny through the middle of the race, though.
That there's the strategy we're gonna run.
Oh man, this should be a fun one.
No one's moving, man.
No, they're moving.
Good, but we need to learn the gears.
Barely.
Go into each one when you can.
Gunslinger's not.
Work on the brakes, so
Yes, he is.
rotate
He's right behind me.
on the tires as well, please.
Or not Gunslinger, the other guy. KM15's not moving.
Just let Cam catch up here. Oh, what are you doing?
Kai, you
Boys.
run track control there, Big Tuna.
No,
This is
I
what's
don't.
gonna happen.
Oh, the boys know.
Let's just go. Just go. Just go.
Looking good.
Kai, go.
Kai. No, they're not.
I just went and screamed at them again, Chad. Yeah, well, I'm not moving either if I'm not gonna move. Kai, at least keep it over 50 or else we'll get disqualified. Oh, Cam got disqualified! Wait, go! Go. Maybe he'll get disqualified too. You know, he's starting to move. Kai, don't ride my arse, go in front of me. Start to move, or try to get him disqualified.
What I'm trying to do. Disqueued me, didn't disqueue him, he was going slower than me. It's alright. I'm one of the few people in this league that can get a good start on cold tires. Freezing cold tires.
Hear my wheel.
Man, I'm putting in the chat after this that there's a rule against this now. 5-place grid penalty if someone does this. Including us. 'Cause this is a little ridiculous. You're gonna have to try to get tire temp in that little straight, and it takes over before it's over.
The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid has formed. Be ready with the clutch.
I'm at 85. Just the rears
Yeah,
are
but-
cold, so I just spin the tires.
By the time he gets there, though, and the lights go out, he'll be back to freezing cold. He didn't even go, so his tires are cold too. Everyone's tires are freezing.
So,
It's basically like starting on mediums, honestly. It's not even bad.
yeah.
Make sure you're in neutral.
Okay.
You did a dive bomb there. That's you can't even blame Lutzi for that.
Where was I supposed to go?
Not flying up the inside.
I was ahead.
No, you weren't. 'Cause you were behind him. That's why you spun.
And my front wing is caught under my car too, man.
We've held position.
That's tough.
That's not great, but it's not terrible. Stay focused.
Not my front wing, sorry, my end plate. Only missing an end plate. I'm gonna carry on. Hey, Kai, you want to cause a? I'm just kidding. But want to do a human safety car and just slow those guys down.
I'm not in first.
The Kai.
Kai's not in first.
No, there's still people behind him. I'm just kidding. I'm catching up to them pretty easily. I made 3 seconds, 2 sectors, so that's slow.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on mediums. You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 per lap.
I wonder if it's worth it just going hards in the end.
Okay, the
Oh my god.
cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed. Virtual safety car deployed. Slow down and maintain a positive delta. Virtual safety car is deployed.
Him and Lucy got tangled.
Slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace. VSC ending, we're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
And my delta was at 0.3, then shot down at 0.2 out of nowhere.
I got scared. Gunslinger got to drive through.
Did he?
Yep.
Oh.
Starting to look good for the points.
If you think you can get past, make use of the overtake button.
Racing point 1-2 is still looming in the air.
Yes, sir.
Hey Lucy, how do you feel about me dive bombing you here and maybe taking off your tire? I think he's got wing damage from his crash with guns of can.
Push push now.
He's going, yeah, he's going to the bits for mediums. Bit early.
The gap to the car behind is 5.8 seconds.
Damn it.
Engine off, engine off.
What car?
Safety car, safety, virtual. Virtual, he's parked right in the middle of the track.
Alright guys, time to commentate. Let's go.
Go join Aiden.
Yeah, don't say it here, commentate.
Yeah, okay, I won't. Yeah, well, okay. Alright, Aiden, I'm joining you.
I'm pretty sure Screen can hear you though, that's the only thing.
Oh yeah, we're both streaming.
Yeah, I know, but are you spectating? Are you gonna be like the co-announcer now, or what?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
alright.
spun out and lost my tire.
Alright, as long as Cole doesn't care, I don't care. I didn't know if you cared about you being in here or not.
No, he told me to join this. I said, well, might as well go spectate now and commentate.
Alrighty, well you can take over here for a second then.
Okay.
As we have a co-announcer now. Welcome everybody to Wild Eye. You just wipe out a little bit there and take himself out of the race, and he's gonna be up here with me helping commentate.
Yep. Alright, so right at the moment there are no gaps in the field. Lutzi is catching BFG very quickly there, or he's trying to, but yeah, there's no gap that's less than 2.9 seconds, or 2.8 at the moment, I guess. So I guess we'll just watch your leader, number 91 in the pink Mercedes, Cole Burton. Just watch him for now. There's the kid Zico in the Haas is behind him by about 2.7 seconds heading into the second last corner. Yeah, the kid Zico is definitely gaining on Cole by quite a bit. I assume Cole will pit soon as he's still on softs, and so is the kid Zico. So, yeah. Yeah, the gap has went down to about 2.2 seconds now, in between 2.2 and 2.1. And yeah, there's no one else closer than that, so we're just gonna stick around here. And Reed Likes Boys is in the pit, and so is Gunslinger and BFG 82. They all pit at the same time, but Cole and Zico still not. Anyway, let me see if I can get up. Can I get something on tire wear? Tire wear, or tires, there we go. Okay, so it appears that Lutzi is on the mediums, Relax Boys is on the mediums as well, and so is Gunslinger. And then going on the hards is BFG82. And DNF'd is me, your boy Wild Eye 9, and Cam M15. So, yeah, it was my first race actually driving without traction control. And I kind of figured that was going to happen, because I've only been practicing for about a week now without it on. And, yeah, it's different.
Well, yeah, I happened to be in your TV pod as you were working on BFG there, trying to get into P3 at the time, and you just took a turn and spun yourself out, and you went right into the wall. It was a unfortunate chain of events, as you were getting close, you were gaining on him.
Yeah, I would have passed him in the next
just,
few laps.
You just went down, and sad sight to see, and then you joined me up here to talk. So yeah, we were watching you, and sure there were some people at home rooting for you.
Oh yeah.
Some things happen, and that was one of them, unfortunately for you.
Yep. And Cole Burton is going to pit for mediums now. So he's just exiting the pits, and so that will mean the Kids Eco will take first place. As he's been on the softs for 7 laps now. And tire wear, the softs, they're much quicker than both other tires by over a second, 1.3 seconds, but they do wear fast.
So everybody, Wild Eye 9 here is one of the racers, so he knows quite a bit more about it than I do. So it's going to be good to have him up here for a day's race, or for the rest of today's race, that is. So if I mess anything up, he's here to correct me, so you guys don't have to listen to me use the wrong terminology like in the last race.
You'll be just fine.
Slowly but surely I'm catching on.
Yeah, considering that was only your first time really, like... And Cole Burton will get a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings as he goes wide in sector... What was that? Yeah, it's in... it was near the end of sector 2. He goes wide there, and now he goes way wide. He's out into the gravel pit. Oh no, he gets a loose there.
Himself.
He does save it though. And he will keep second place. Now Lucy Loco is definitely going to try to make up some time. He doesn't... Well, okay, there it goes. Now it's going down. That
It's a good thing he's a good driver, and also that there's a wide bit of extra lane there, because he would have been into a wall anywhere else.
Mm-hmm. And now
you
the
see every
Kids
day.
Eco will pit for hards, so he's going to try to go to the end of this race on the hards, because that was one of the predicted strategies that the game gave me. But I was going to go for a 2-stop, go on the softs, and then meet double mediums, because the hards are almost over 2 seconds slower than the softs. They do look, they last long.
Boys just set a fastest lap of 1:34 at BWT Racing Point there, so he's got the fastest lap so far in the race. Sorry to cut you off.
Oh, it's fine. I was pretty much done talking.
Well, C. Burton is our leader for the moment, and we're going to watch him as he goes through the big S turn there. And let's see if he takes that turn any better, and hopefully he does, and doesn't head off. Takes a scenic route like he did last time.
Yeah.
And everything looks to be okay this time. He doesn't go way off there. Not trying to enjoy the view. Wants to keep it in first place, and probably a good strategy.
Yeah, no one's even near each other. The smallest gap is 3.7 seconds, and that's Cole Burton and the Kids Eco. So, there's nothing to watch.
Well, we had a few battles there, and one of them ended up in a bit of a racing incident, and the other ended up in, I guess, another racing incident where you lost control. But that's what happens. You're learning something new. You're trying new things out. That'll happen to you.
Yeah, with no traction control, you definitely have more pace because you can just. But it's obviously a lot easier to spin out. Because that's the point. It helps you not spin out, but you lose a lot of speed. So, now the biggest gap is 4 seconds, or the smallest gap is 4 seconds. That is still. Well, now they're almost all about. They're in between the 4-second mark, besides Reed Likes Boys and Gunslinger's gap, which is 7.5, 7.6 now, yeah, or just around there.
Well, we don't have much to talk about, so I might as well just run through the positioning again. See, Burton 91 is in P1, and P2 is the Kid. Behind him in third is Lucy. Then it's Reed Likes Boys. Behind him in fifth is Gunslinger. And then the sixth is BFG. And those are your only races for today, other than the two that aren't in it anymore, unfortunately. So let's head on back up to Seaburton 91. It's like Wild Die's been saying here, there's not really a whole lot to watch. In lap 10 here of round 4 of the Sheesh Racing League in China, Shanghai. can always go down to the track and listen to the cars. What do you think, Wild Eye?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do that, because they're not giving us much competition, not giving us much to watch here, so we'll give you guys something to listen to. That isn't our voices.
I'm just gonna go on board with the Kids Eco.
By the way, everybody, while you're listening to the cars, I'm Aiden Potty alongside Wild Die 9, so you are watching my point of view. So any changes in what you're seeing in camera angles, that is me controlling it. So there are going to be times where you might hear Wild Die commenting on a certain racer that I'm not watching. I will try to switch to them more often than not, but you are watching my point of view, so if there's ever a time that he's saying something about what I'm not watching, that's why. And you know, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because there may be some things that he might not catch that I can catch and you guys will see, and there may be things that I miss, and even if you guys don't see it, he can at least catch it to commentate on for you. So, never a bad thing to have two guys.
Yeah, also, guys, if you want, you can go check out the stream. I'm live streaming as well on Millenbro's YouTube channel, so you can go check that out if you really want to have two perspectives on that. But it's mainly just to have, I don't know, like footage to put in the race, like for highlights, even though there's not going to be many for me today, considering I crashed on lap 4.
So, as you can see, Siebert 91 is still leading. He's just heading into Sector 2, into the S-turn. Still maintaining that first position here in lap 12. Now, I was going to say something. I had a reason to come back on the mic, and I'm kind of lost my train of thought. So, I'll just remind you that if you ever want to check out the standings, or the rules, or anything to do with the Sheesh Racing League, you can always head on over to SheeshRacingLeague.com, which has everything you need to know and more about the Sheesh Racing League. So, Wild Eye, you probably know how the point system works better than I do.
Mm-hmm.
So what are some potential outcomes of today's race, depending on where people finish? Is
Well,
there any way that anybody can take the lead? I'm sure Gunslinger... So Gunslinger's right now, that's 46 points. He's 1 point behind Cam, and obviously Cam being out of the race. Where would Gunslinger have to finish to take the lead in the standings from Cam?
well, Cam 15 is definitely not going to keep his #1 position, as he did crash out, and he is in 8th, as he won't get any points from DNFing, even though he finished 8th, and I won't get any points either, finishing 7th. So here, I'm just going to go over to the website now, and I'll look at the standings.
Wild Eye is the racer. He has a little bit better of an understanding about everything, and so I'll get him to run through the point system for you guys, so he can explain it a bit. I already rhymed off who's in the lead and how many points they have, but I'm not well versed in in where you finish, how many points you get for it. So he knows all that, so he's gonna run through it for you, which I'm sure you guys will appreciate.
Alright, at the moment, Cam M15 has 47 points. He is still in the lead. Well, he will not be in the lead after this race. And at the moment, I'd say Cole Burton, he will take the lead in the standings, as you get 25 points when you finish first, and that is 26 if you get the fastest lap. And then it really just depends on who finishes like ahead of who between Reed Likes Boys and Gunslinger. But one position it just depends on where they finish, because they're both only 2 points Or wait, no. Wait, yes, that's Gunslinger and Reed Lakes Boys. They're 2 points away from each other, so really any of the people that could take first place are Gunslinger, Reed Lakes Boys, and Seabird 91. And then there's a huge drop-off to Slim Omnivore 53 and the McLaren at 19 points. Lutzi at 17, myself at 14, Zico at 10. So this is looking like a great race for him, as he will get quite a few points. He'll pass me in the standings. And BFG, he may pass me. It just depends. Where he finishes. So he'll get probably where he is. I think he'll get 8 points. Yeah, he'll get 8 points from where he is right now. So that would put him at 16 points. And Dunker, Gerbs, Trex, or July, or Julie, whatever their name is, have not showed up to today's race. So yeah, that's pretty much a rundown on your standings. So yeah, the lead of the Drivers' Championship is definitely up for grabs in today's race. Let's see, I don't think anything else has happened. If anything, the gaps have just gotten wider. So it is 5 seconds between Cole and Zico. Between Lutzi and Zico is 4, and it's 5, 9, 8. So no one's close to anybody right now. Nothing interesting to watch. And we're just past halfway through this race. We're on lap 15 out of 28. And Cole, he does need to stay at least 3 seconds ahead of Zico to finish in first place if the race were to end at this moment. As he does have that 3-second time penalty. I don't know if I can go and check the race director. Wait, oh, I can. Okay, let's see what's happened here. Incidents, oh, there's been a lot. Okay. But C. Burton is the only driver with a time penalty, and it is 3 seconds. But there are quite a few warnings, and Gunslinger got a drive-through, and so did BFG. I'm not sure why they did. Speeding under VSC, oh, it says right there, the incident. Okay, so BFG sped under VSC, and so did Gunslinger. So yeah, BFG, when he was right ahead of me during the VSC, he was, and yeah, he did speed up quite a bit, but I didn't think it would give him a penalty. So, yeah, okay, the closest gap, I'm gonna go watch. Well, if it would give us a better camera angle, we'll just go on board with Lutzi Loco as he is trying to hunt down Zico, as he's only 3.6 seconds behind him, as he's on mediums and Zico is on hards. And Zico's probably just trying to let his tires go as long as possible, hopefully for him to the end of the race. And Lutzi will go into the grass there for some reason, so that probably slowed him down a bit, but still 3.4 seconds is the gap between Lutzi and Zico.
Well, let's take a look at the team standings and how they're doing. So, team-wise, in first is BWT Racing Point with 87 points. That team is Seabird 91 alongside Reed Lakes Boys. The second team is Red Bull Racing, consisting of Cam M15 and Dunker with 53 points, and 47 of those 53 belong to Cam M15. In third with the Avatori is Gunslinger, 46 points, and he's all alone. So he's got all 46 of his team's points, and he's keeping Avatori in third. Behind him, in fourth is the Mercedes Racing Team with 25 points, and that consists of Lutzi and BFG. Then fifth is the McLaren team, consisting of only Slim Omnivore, 19 points there. Then in sixth is the Haas F1 team, 14 points, which consists of the kid Zico, who is in today's race and currently in P2, and Gerbs. And then tied with the Haas F1 team is the Williams team, which is consisting of Wild Die 9, who is the co-commentator right now, and Shumi Jr. And they have 14 points, which all of those 14 belong to Wild Die. And then the only one behind them is the Ferrari team, consisting of T-Rex and July, who has 0 points at the moment.
And Reed Likes Boys is going to pass Lutzi Loco as Lutzi will take a pit stop. And he'll go in another set of mediums as he was on those mediums for 10 laps. If I were him, I probably would have stayed on those for probably, well, maybe one more lap, because then it'll be an equal amount of time on both sets of mediums. But soft medium seems like a pretty good strategy. But we'll have to see when we get to the later stages of the race if Zico will be in first, because Cole Burton will have to pit at some point, and Zico probably will not, until he probably won't pit again. So he definitely has a great chance of taking home the win today.
Well, during last week's race, I was talking about 3 key racers, which is Seabird 91, Reed Likes Boys, and Gunslinger, and I kind of went in depth into Seabird 91's racing and his style. So this time, I think, while there's not a whole lot going on, I'm going to take a look at Reed Likes Boys, who is Seaburton's teammate with BWT Racing Point, and maybe analyze his racing a bit. He's a good racer. He kind of keeps it clean every now and then. I wouldn't even say he gets carried away. He just kind of makes a mistake. But I mean, all racers do, really. Not that big of a deal. So he's actually pretty consistent, I'd say. He usually finishes in the top 3. Usually makes a podium, which is always good. And keeps his team up there as well. Obviously, Seaburton is a huge help to that too. But these two guys are very good. Being on the same team is definitely the reason for their team being so far ahead in the standings. And I don't really have a whole lot to say about Reed, because he is just kind of a consistent racer. He just doesn't have too many wins per se under his belt, but he always races well. He always finds himself on the podium. The one thing I can say that I know for sure is that Reed Likes Boys and Seaburton have a lot of communication. They communicate well, and that definitely helps as to why they're as good as they are team-wise, is they communicate a lot. They communicate about everything. They're always talking, and oftentimes, if you're ever listening in on them, you can hear them deciding on when they want to take a pit, when it'll benefit their teammate, and they just got really good communication on when to do certain things and why you do them, where to take a pit, what to take the pit for, what tires to put on, and that's a key component to them being as good as they are, both as a team and individually. And that's not to say that any of these other guys don't have good communication, because I honestly don't know. But I mean, a lot of these guys are flying solo. The kid Zico and Gunslinger are both flying solo for today, so I know obviously they don't have much communication. They don't have any communication with a teammate. Just would be whoever's in their ear for the race telling them what to do, maybe their team. But as far as an actual teammate, another racer, they don't have any communication there. They don't have anybody helping them out. And then Lucy and BFG are on the same team, and like I said, I can't say that they don't communicate, because I truly don't know. But I do know for a fact that Reed Likes Boys and Seaburton are good to keep in touch. So, as everybody's still spaced out, I'm just going to head into the TV pod. I'm already in there. I like to head into the TV pod in that long straight anyway. But I'll leave you in there, and you can listen to the car. Unless Wild Eye, if you have anything to add, go right ahead. But
yes, I can definitely vouch for what Aiden had to say with Cole Burton and Reed Likes Boys communicating a lot, as I'm normally in their party as well. I join and tag along with them. We're not part of the same team, but it's almost like I'm the third driver. Obviously, I'm not as good as them, but I do have I have less experience than them, as they both played. I believe they both played F1 2019. I just got the game. F1 2020 was the first F1 game I played this year, but yes, they do communicate quite a bit. And they're probably... I'm not sure about many of the other teams, but they definitely are the team that communicates the most. They always practice together pretty much every day. And they have a lot of... determination to win the Constructors title. And now, Reed Lakes Boys, you can see there, we're going to go back to the race, and he has pit. And now he is in a battle with BFG 82. So you can head on over to that as well, Aiden. And it seems as though Cameron is going to pass BFG for 5th place, as BFG is on old tires and Cameron is on brand new soft, so he is going to pull away from him quickly. And now Lucy Loco is also gaining on Gunslinger, so I'm going to head over to that now, as Reed Lakes Boys is just going to pull away from BFG. He's already a second, 1.3 seconds. And who's pitting now? That's Cole Burton. He's going to go into the pits. And he is going to be passed by Zico, but he will stay ahead of Gunslinger as long as his team gives him a great pit stop. As Gunslinger.
Well, I did catch that small battle between BFG and Reed. Couldn't quite find a good camera angle. I was in the TV pod and it wasn't giving me a great view, so I couldn't quite see. Reed was kind of right beside BFG. But regardless, I did catch it. Thank you for that wild die. I was kind of looking there. I was kind of paying attention, but you definitely helped me to switch over in time, so I appreciate that. And now everybody's kind of back to a big gap, and then I'll let you continue on with what you were saying.
And now Gunslinger's also going to pit, and he's going to be passed by BFG and Reed Lakes Boys. So, it was looking... Gunslinger was looking like he was definitely going to get past there, and he will go on softs. So I don't know if those are gonna... Well, there's about 7 laps left, so they should last till the end of the race. So we have 3 new drivers on softs. That is Cole Burton, Reed Lakes Boys, and Gunslinger. And in the lead we have the Kids Eco on 11 lap old hard tires. And Cole Burton's definitely going to look to close the gap as quickly as possible. And even if he does pass him, he has to get another 3 seconds ahead of him. So it's not looking good for Cole Burton to get the win of this race, but it is looking good for him to get a podium, as everyone has made their final pit stops, I believe, unless there is a crash.
Did BFG yet, though? Because Reed had just came out of his when him and BFG got into battle. But I don't know if BFG has hit his pit or not. I don't recall.
Yeah. He's on hard tires though, so one of the strategies was to go on softs at the very beginning for about 7 laps, and then switch over to hard tires, so I believe he'll stay on those for the rest of the race. Same with the Kids Eco, and that's why he's in first place. And Lucy Loco is going to get the fastest lap of the race with a 1:34.5 on the dot. And then Reed Lakes Boys will take it with a 1:33.46. That is a big gap in lap time, but yeah, those softs are hopefully going to pay off for all of them, as Cole Burton is already 12 seconds behind Zico, and he was 14 only earlier this lap. So,
well, that's the thing with those hard tires, is that they last a while, but they don't give you a whole lot of speed.
no.
Especially once they start to get old like that, it slows you down even more, I assume.
Yeah. Yeah, they're quite slow, but yes, they do last long, so that's good for them. It's really the only benefit of them, is that they last quite a while. They have way less grip, which makes them slower.
Well, we've been doing a whole lot of talking, and I don't think either of us have much more to say at the moment. So I'm gonna head down to the TV pod of the kid who's in first and watch him for a little while, and I'll come back to you guys in maybe a lap, depends on what happens in the meantime. While I'll die, I can let him take the mic, and if he doesn't have anything to say as well, then you guys will just get some car sound for a little bit.
Yeah, I'd say I'm just gonna keep watching on board with Cole Burton here. So yeah, and probably the next lap or two, if anything happens, then we'll definitely let you know.
Well, I did say I was going to come back in a lap, and oh well. Just before I say anything, Seabert 91 just get the fastest lap time with 133.48 or 458 rather. So he's got the fastest lap time, and he's still gaining on the kid. It's only 4 laps to go though. He's got to gain quick. And Reed Likes Boys with the BWT Racing Point just picked up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So now both of the BWT Racing Point racers have a 3-second time penalty for the same reason. Anyway, what I was saying is I told you guys I was going to come back in a lap. So I do, still in here with the kid with 4 laps to go. Still big gaps between everybody. The smallest gap is between Gunslinger and BFG, and that's a 4-second one. So I'll just stay on board with the kid for a little while and just talk about what's going on, I guess. So, Wild Die, where is the next race taking place? Just so I can, so that people at home can know, and so I can know for when it comes time to sign off.
I'm trying to think of that. I have to check
It's always on Saturday, I know that.
Yeah. It'll be on Saturday, same time.
They're always on Saturday at 9:30 p.m. Atlantic time. And I guess I'll probably just say 8:30 Eastern time, because that's probably what more of you are familiar with. So Saturday at 8:30 Eastern is when you can find us racing. And you will always find us, or you always find me at least, here live on the Sheesh Racing League YouTube channel. And I know many of our racers live stream themselves personally. If you're looking for a broadcast, you can always find it here on the Sheesh Racing League YouTube. So it looks like if we take a look at the back of the pack, Gunslinger seems to be gaining on BFG quite a bit, and if it keeps getting closer, I'll switch on back to him and watch them battle for a little bit, as there isn't much else to watch. See, Verdon is slowly gaining on the kid, but he needs to either pick up the pace or the kid has to make a few mistakes or whatnot. There's only 3 laps left to go, and I know that the kid is on hard tires and old ones, I think maybe 13 or 14 old tires and hards at that, and Seaburton is on fairly new soft tires, I think maybe 4 laps old, I'm not quite sure. But there's some time to be made up there between Seaburton and the kid if Seaburton wants to take that 1 spot back that he had earlier in the race.
So yes, I just found out that... Oh, sorry, Aiden.
No worries about anything important.
Okay, so the next race, I believe, is at Spain, so it'll be the Spanish Grand Prix in Barcelona, and then after that, I believe it's Azerbaijan, and then Monaco, and then I think it goes to the Canadian Grand Prix, and then the French Grand Prix, so at least that's what I believe it is, because I'm pretty sure that Azerbaijan and Monaco are right, like, near each other in the schedule, so it must be Spain up next. So it's either Spain or Azerbaijan.
Well, thank you for that. I'm right down the TV pod of Gunslinger at the moment. It was only 0.6 seconds behind BFG. BFG is racing on some old hard tires, and Gunslinger's on soft tires. I'm not sure how old his are. I don't think they're very new either, but they're still soft, so they still got some better speed than the hards do. So I'm gonna stay his TV pod for a second, as he's working on getting that 5th spot from BFG, with only 2 laps left to go. Here in the streets of Shanghai, China, round 4 of the Sheesh Racing League, and trying to pass him on the outside, does, but BFG comes right back on the inside and keeps that P5, at least for now. And a little bit of a battle there, and still going. This Gunslinger is really trying to get into 5th. And BFG is really trying to keep him out of 5th. And he wants that position for himself. So we'll see what happens as things develop here. And they're just coming up to that turn before the long straight, which, if Gunslinger's lucky, he may be able to pass BFG on the long straight, being that he's on soft tires, but it depends. And if anything, actually, it's either BFG is maybe gaining slightly on Gunslinger. So Gunslinger must be on some fairly old soft tires if he can't catch up on in a spot like that.
He did get DRS, but it didn't really help him because he messed up the exit of the corner before. But yeah, Gunslinger should definitely be able to catch BFG, considering Gunslinger's tires are only 5 laps old and BFG's are 19 laps old. So there's no reason that you shouldn't pass him, hopefully this or next lap.
It's getting very close right there, and this is the same spot that he passed him the first time. It was coming right up to this turn on the right that he had passed him, that Gunslinger passed BFG before. And he's trying to do it again, and it's getting close. BFG is taking his turns as well, but so is Gunslinger. But I think BFG is doing it well enough to keep Gunslinger off his back for now. Gunslinger's not letting up. He wants that fifth spot. I'm gonna continue to watch him as there's someone coming up to that long straight again. Ooh, BFG goes wide and goes off the track. So that slows him down a bit, giving Gunslinger even more time to catch up. They're also, again, coming into the long straight. And he's gonna try, but not well enough. He's trying to pass him on the inside, couldn't do it. And I think he might be able to get his DRS here. He should be able to. But he does. And this time it's helping him gain some speed. And he's really gaining on BFG. BFG's holding him off. And I think right there was his chance. I think if Gunslinger would have tried to go for the inside, if he would have tried to pass him on the inside, I think that would have been...
Gunslinger, the 3-second time penalty. Sorry to cut you off, Aiden. But Gunslinger just ruined his chance of pass.
Yeah, that really does it. If he passes him... No, he doesn't. He still can't pass him. But if he does pass him here, with only one lap, he has to pass him and get 3 full seconds ahead of him to even stay in fifth. So he's a lost cause now. He kind of ruined his chance.
Yeah. It seems as though he will pass him now. Or not.
I know, again, it's the same spot as before where he tried to pass him on the outside, and he just can't get it done. So let's take a look. I'm going to just go back up to the kid Zico, who's coming up to that hairpin. Seabert never could catch up to him enough. So he's going to be the winner for today's race, unless something drastic happens here in this final turn, which I don't anticipate it happening.
And
so
it will not.
To the checkered flag. Yep, they come up to the checkered flag. The kid Zico takes first. Seaburton's going to take second. And I believe Luzzi is going to take third, and that'll be your podium for today's race. And he does. So, your podium for today, first place is the kid, second is Seaburton 91, and third is Luzzi. Everybody else is going to fall in behind them. Reed Lakes Boys is going to come in fourth. And being that Gunslinger has a 3-second time penalty, even if he does see, which he doesn't manage to pass him regardless, BFG comes fifth, Gunslinger comes sixth. And those are your 6 races for today, besides the 2 that went out. So, the driver of the day is BFG 82, and I can kind of see why. He did a good job of holding Gunslinger off in those final moments. But that is going to do it for round 4 of the Sheesh Racing League here in Shanghai, China. You can see our podium here. There's the kid celebrating in the Haas suit, and then behind him in the BWT Racing Point suit is Seaburton 91.
Man, I'm telling you,
ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in once again for the Sheesh Racing League. We'll see you next Saturday at 8:30 Eastern Time for the race in Spain, according to Wild Die, if that's correct.
Netherlands.
Oh, it's in the Netherlands? Okay, it's completely
So it's in the Netherlands.
Clyde, why are you saying Spain? Spain's in like 4 weeks.
We'll see you in the Netherlands next Saturday at 8:30 Eastern. Thank you, everybody.
And I'm surprised, man. I'm surprised me and Cole's tires did not bust. Like they were I was at 70, at like 80 crossing the line. He was at 85 or something like that.
Oh god.
And like, man, if I didn't get spun for